Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you for the opportunity. It's an honor to be here. I represent my research colleagues as presenter who are study the online cooperative learning for health science students in ESP. I am Fitrina Sofyan. My affiliation is Universitas YPIB Majalengka at Majalengka Regency, Indonesia. First, we go to the abstract. Abstract as the burning issue of this study. It is strongly states that can cooperative learning elements appear in online learning? Cooperative learning is promising method in English for specific purposes for hot science students. But a group learning can be called cooperative learning if it can develop many essential elements, including positive interdependence, individual accountability, social skills, and so on and so forth. These elements significantly influence students' attitudes and acceptance of the learning objects. Meanwhile, a pivotal question arises when CL is accomplished online. In connection with this question, the study aims to determine whether those essential elements still appear in online cooperative learning. What is cooperative learning then? According to the expert, Johnson states that cooperative learning must construct dual responsibilities. Learning of assigned subject will being certain of the group learning, while others state that ACL must construct two perspectives. First, motivational perspective. It initiates group goals to be achieved by students. It is divided into three, namely cooperative, competitive, and individual. The second one, cooperative, a cognitive perspective. It initiates constructive and elaborative cognitive. The students will be enabled to broaden their knowledge by interacting between them. What are the elements of cooperative learning? We have Johnson et al. Stat that positive interdependence, interpersonal competence, face-to-face promotive interaction, social skill, group processing. Meanwhile, Kagan stat that four elements, positive interdependence, individual accountability, equal participation, and simultaneous interaction. What is online cooperative learning? Online cooperative learning is cooperative learning that performs remotely. Cooperative learning from distance causes of technological innovations that serve flexibility of accessing student material or performing students from anywhere or anytime. What is the problem if cooperative learning is done online? Online cooperative learning turns into a virtual group. It raises certain boundaries that cause of location difference between educator and learners or difference in place for one member to another. This distance creates limitation of interaction between students and teachers that shapes a rigid engagement for students, teacher, and material. The method of the study involved all earth science students at one of the colleges in Majalengka Regency, West Java Province, Indonesia, as a population. By using random sampling technique, the sample in the study were 109 of third-year nursing student that consists of 18 male and 82% female. This research was a quantitative descriptive study using a questionnaire as an instrument adapted from 13 related studies. This questionnaire consisted of 46 items, which were divided into 5 sections as positive interdependence, individual accountability, interpersonal competence, face-to-face promotive interaction, and group processing. These questionnaires has passed the validity and reliability tests conducted in the preliminary study. These questionnaires have been distributed online via Google Form. The result of the data have been analyzed univariately using the percentage technique. So we have the result and discussion in here, the positive interdependence. The element of positive interdependence has appeared during online cooperative learning. 83% of students were able to develop the positive interdependent sub-element. We have the 10 sub-element. First, they feel needed and there is no dispensation. They feel that They has a unique contributions and responsibility within group. They feel obligated to work together as a cohesive group to achieve common learning goals. They have the perception that they are sink or swim together. They have thought that they all have the same goal. They have responsibilities toward himself and other students in their groups in learning the material. They share duties and responsibilities among group members. They share leadership and practice cooperative skill while studying. And they ask to be individually responsible for the material they working in their cooperative group. And the last one, they performs an evaluation or award in the group. The second, we have the interpersonal competence. 85% of students were able to develop the interpersonal competence sub-element. The group members have initiatives to find out information and match the information to each other so that they understand better. They try to be open or self-disclosure in conveying information. They try to be assertive, can express feelings clearly and defend their rights firmly. They provide emotional support, sympathize, and respect to other members of the group, and they try to resolve the conflict. The individual accountability. 83% of students were able to develop the individual accountability sub-element. The groups has two tasks and responsibilities. They do the task and responsible for their own work. They responsible toward themselves in learning the material. They involved in group activities. Each member of the group interacts socially. Each group member has a unique contribution within group. Each group member builds commitment in developing the group. Each group member helps other members who are experiencing difficulties. Each group member encourage and support other members who are experiencing difficulties. And still the face-to-face promotive interaction. The 84% of students were able to develop the face-to-face promotive interaction sub-element. Each group member helped each other effectively and efficiently. They provide each other with the necessary information and facilities. They carry out virtual face-to-face communication activities among group members. They process information together more effectively and efficiently. They remind each other, they trust each other and motivate each other to gain success together. And they help each other in formulating and developing arguments as well as increasing insight into the problem faced. Still, the face-to-face promotive interaction, they initiate to get to know each other more deeply. They accept each other's strengths and weaknesses. They respect others' opinion. They actively evolve so that they become more confident and improve their individual skill. The group interacts socially by themselves. They learn to socialize with their environment or group. With existing group, each group member learns to build commitment in developing the group. In the group, each group member learns to teach each other so that the students share information and reduce competition. Each group member learns to provide opportunities for other students to work with others. Each group member learns to be able to complement each other. The last one, group processing. 76% of students were able to develop the group processing sub-elements. They are the group measures progress in achieving group goals. The group checks the condition of each group member in achieving group goals. The group assessed the individual efforts of each member to achieve group goals. The group discussed how well they achieved their goals and maintain the relationships. The group assess what they did to complete the assignment. The group analyzes the use of their social skills in the implementation of online cooperative learning. So we go to the conclusion that the elements of cooperative learning can appear in online learning. The all measured elements of Cooperative learning as positive interdependence, interpersonal competence, individual accountability, face-to-face promotive interaction, and group processing successfully occur in ESP online learning at one of the colleges in Majalengka Regency, West Java Province, Indonesia. So, here are the references that we use. Thank you for the attention. Billahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.